Hey, party people, how are you? It's Monday. I hope you're having a great day and woke up on the right side of the bed. Will is like scoffing at me just because I think I'm overly excited on a Monday, but it's a great day. Let's start this Monday morning off with some Monday motivation. How about that? Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, has reportedly motivated people to try a new hobby. I don't know if you heard about this, but there's this article from the HuffPost that claims many Meghan fans have taken up her hobby of calligraphy. You know, my stepmom used to do calligraphy, so beautiful. I absolutely loved it. So I understand how people kind of want to pick up this new hobby. Before becoming royal, Meghan expressed her love for calligraphy. You know what calligraphy is, right? Handwritten lettering. In fact, before her role as Rachel Zane on the show Suits, she taught a class. She taught calligraphy at a paper source store in Beverly Hills to support herself instead of, waiting tables, which most people do for the flexible schedule and whatnot. She taught calligraphy. I love Meghan Markle. I love her more every day. I have to say, she just is so cool, right? We're friends in my head. Since Meghan became the Duchess, Hobbycraft, an arts and craft retail chain in the UK, has reportedly a 40% increase. They've seen a 40% increase in sales of their calligraphy items. That's a huge increase. Wow. The company has attributed in part to the Duchess. Yvonne, sorry, wiping my nose. Not a good look, but I needed to. Bakari HD and Joseph Hazel, good to see you. Happy Monday. So if you're watching, are you into calligraphy or maybe it's a new hobby that you want to take up? Hobbycraft is not the only company that has seen an increase, but we'll have more on today's Top 30. Well, it's finally December 3rd, right? December 3rd?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. We set our Christmas tree up yesterday. And I think when you set your Christmas tree up, it totally gets you into the holiday spirit. Also went to Target and it took us, 15 minutes to find a parking spot. Don't even try to go to the Galleria for my LA friends, the Glendale Galleria. It's super cray, which means it's Christmas time or just about. Christmas music has been playing anywhere and everywhere, but and it's officially Hanukkah as well. So it's definitely the holidays, you guys. One song might soon be silenced for good. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about it here on Facebook. So there's a radio station in Cleveland and they've decided to stop playing the song, Baby It's Cold Outside. So why? You might ask. Well, they got complaints from listeners citing the Me Too movement. So just to make the connection, originally written by Frank Loesser in 1944, the song has been covered by, everybody, Lady Gaga, Michael Bublé, Tom Jones, a ton of people. And the Elf, didn't Will Ferrell and Zooey Deschanel also sing that? Remember? That was a good scene. Well, the tune that forms a back and forth conversation where a man tries to persuade his female guest not to leave has some lyrics that radio listeners in Cleveland think are inappropriate. Lyrics like, I simply must go, followed by the answer is no, and say what's in the drink, are seen as some of the most controversial lyrics, with some people saying they push the line of consent. Although other people are arguing the song, which was written in the 1930s, had a different meaning because it was a different time. For instance, the lyric, say what's in the drink, is an old movie term, which means I'm telling the truth. What do you think? I thought that part was really interesting. Lyrics mean a totally different thing. Obviously, we hear what's in the drink, we think it's like a date rape drug type of thing, right? Sadly, that's the time we live in with the Me Too movement. So because it had a totally different connotation, do you think it's just overreacting, people not wanting to play this song? Do you think it's harmless? Let me know what you think. Now that we're in the 21st century, I don't know if things have changed. I think the debate will roll on throughout the seasons. And speaking of the 21st century, wait, really quick. Yvonne Baylor just wanted to say hello. Yeah. When are you going to invite me? Invite you to where? I don't know. You're invited. I'm not sure where yet, though. Bakari thinks that the yanking the song from the radio is an overreaction. All right. Well, I appreciate that, Bakari. Thanks for your thoughts. Speaking of the 21st century, it seems there is no end to the different things that can be reinvented into an app. Now it seems credit cards are getting some big competition. So obviously, everybody knows when, where, and how to use a credit card. But now a lot of the heavy spending your credit card does can be moved to apps. Maybe you've heard of the installment plans to pay for pricey things like a car or something like that. But what about a fashion? A growing number of finance apps like Afterpay and Affirm let consumers make installment payments on smaller purchases like t-shirts. That's according to a new Bloomberg report. The companies say they use artificial intelligence to determine how likely an applicant is to pay back their loan, even studying how fast they type. Kind of weird. But the services are mostly aimed at millennials who have fewer credit cards than older generations. So do you think it's out with the old and in with the new? Maybe these installment plans for, I don't know, I want a candle. Let me make 10 monthly payments on this candle. It's $13. I don't know. Let me know if you think apps will replace credit cards. I don't have credit cards, I must say. It's something just like a spending rehab that I went through about a year and a half ago. And I love not having credit cards. I love spending money that I have. It's like so nice just to not think that you have to pay back. That's me though. I don't know. My dad's always right. And he told me a long time ago to stay away from credit cards. So you make the call. Thanks again for watching, my friends. I think it's time to go, right, Bella? I feel like that was an abrupt ending, but I'm not going to leave without a quote of the day, as always. So here we go. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. You know that one, right? Les Brown, motivational speaker. Les Brown has some really great quotes. Hey, make sure you watch the show today. I have a really great interview coming up today with Janice Freeman. You may know her from The Voice. I totally love her. I hosted a charity event that she performed at, and then I was so happy to have her as a guest on the show. So please join me as she shares her motivational story of how she survived cancer, and then she's battling lupus right now. So she has some great advice for anyone battling adversity. And also she tells us about her new album. So please join me on the show today for that and so much more. But in the meantime, until then, have a great Monday.